Hello, welcome to Elisa's table. Tonight we've got a couple coming over and it's their engagement, so I wanted to do something that I know they will like. They like fish. This is an Asian inspired fish dish that I created a while ago, and it's really simple to make. You can also prepare it before your guests arrive and just keep it in the fridge. It's beautiful done on the barbecue, but it's also really easy to do in the oven. So you'll need, I'm doing it with 4 sea bass because they're a broiler. 4 fresh sea bass. All the ingredients will be listed underneath this on the website. Then you need 4 large pieces of tin foil like that, or if you're in America you'll call it aluminum foil. I've already folded 3 1/2, but I will just show you the last one now. Obviously, and just get them, so that's really loud. Get them ready to go. Then I've washed these sea bass, and just have a look at how fresh they are. You can see how shiny the scales are and how the eye is sticking out. You don't ever want it going the other way like that. You want the eye sticking out. It's a sign of fresh fish, and also the shininess of the scales. So I've already patted them dry, but just pat off the excess water. They've been gutted, and we're going to chuck him in there and make the parcel. So you have the tin foil and the fish at the base. And you just fold it in half like that. Then get a good centimetre fold or more, maybe 1 1/2 inches, and just do a couple of those, a couple of turns, and just scrunch it so there's no leaking, because there's going to be a really delicious sauce covering the fish. Same again on the other side, like that. And then you've got a very easy to fill, I'll have a look in there, very easy to fill little parcel, which is essentially going to steam the fish in the oven. So I'm going to do that with all 4, and then I'll show you the way to get all the ingredients tossed in there and to make this beautiful Asian fusion sea bass. Hello and welcome back. So I just want to run you quickly through the ingredients which we're going to be putting in these 4 fish parcels that I prepared earlier. I find it easier to cut up all the ingredients and lay them out and then just throw them into the bags evenly. So in there I've got a red chilli, a couple of cloves of garlic that have been minced, about 4 centimetres of ginger, which I've sliced up julienne style, so nice thin skinny pieces. They should be floppy like that. I've got 1 spring onion or salad onion for every fish that we've got, so we've got 4 in there, sliced on an angle. A good handful of freshly chopped coriander, and then this is about 300 grams of shiitake mushrooms, which will give it a nice Asian flavour because they're obviously a Japanese mushroom. In here I've got my lemon juice mixed up already with my tamarind paste, which is also very lemony, but just so the paste can spread more evenly I mix it in there. With any Asian style dish that I'm doing, or actually any time I use soy sauce, I use Kikkoman. It's my preferred brand. I think it's probably because it's very authentically Japanese, and I don't do gluten, so I do gluten free. I've got a little bit of tamari soy sauce, which is double strength wheat free, and I've got some sesame oil. Then one last thing, this here is coconut oil that I've just microwaved so that it becomes liquid. Now, all these things I'm going to toss in evenly proportioned, evenly spread out across the fish. Make sure you get some on the top, shove some in the guts, some underneath. You want to salt the outside of the fish, the inside, and you can put a bit of pepper on as well if you like, but definitely make sure you salt the outside and the guts of the fish. And then it's quite fun. It's like being a kid again. You just get to put it all on the parcels. Then once it's done, you fold it down about 3 times like that, and that will sit perfectly on your oven tray. And if you cook it at 200 degrees for about 22-23 minutes, you will have a beautifully steamed, delicious sea bass. And the way I like to serve it is to have the plate just arrive. Yes, my husband's pointing to him. It was his idea. I was going to gut them on and serve them just out of their parcels, but it actually is quite delightful when you're having people over to just put them straight on a plate like that, and then when everyone sits down to dinner, they just open up their own parcels, and if they roll them down on the outside, then they've got the fish and all these beautiful ingredients stuffed in there that have been cooked beautifully. So I really hope you enjoy it. Please leave me some comments on the blog. Tell me what you think, if you found it easy, if you had any problems, or certainly if you have any questions, let me know, and I will definitely get back to you. Thanks very much. Okay, I've just been told off by my husband because he wants me to show you salting the fish. So, in the parcels like this, I've got a little Whizzy Diz because it's great for doing on the barbecue and inside an oven or anything without getting burnt. It's also just fun. So you squirt it on like that, or you can just throw a bit of salt on, flip it over, fit in the guts. There we go, that's him done. I've done the other 3. And then so with the ingredients, the best way to go is just divide them by 4. So that's about a quarter of that. Doesn't matter, I never do anything precisely. It really doesn't matter, it's going to be delicious as long as they've all got the same ingredients going in. Here we go, we will do some of the spring onions, or in America I think you call these salad onions. So I've got about a quarter of those. Chunk of the fresh chili. About a quarter of the garlic. Sprinkle it over the top. Some coriander. I'll give him a bit more. And then a good handful of the shiitake mushrooms. There we go. Make sure you get a few of them on the inside like that, and a few of the ingredients in there as well. So just sort of stuff the fish. And then I'm also going to just distribute all the sauce evenly as well, but that's how you go, and then roll it up as I showed you. Okay, so 23 minutes later, after they've been in the oven for 200 degrees. There we go. It's like a proper cooking show now. They are my parcels, and I'm just going to put them on the plate like that.
Can we have a look inside?
Yes, they're very hot. So you can see that they've been steaming. Hang on 1 second. So this will be mine because it's nice and rolled.
Oh.
Voila.